Okay. Okay. Very good evening to everyone. This is um this is John Moody of Moody Mystery. Hope you all are having a wonderful Friday. I know I am. Just uh, prayers and best wishes out there for some of the people in Florida and South Carolina. Lots of devastation. Okay, so okay, well, okay. What we're going to be playing tonight, it's Fridays. Every Friday I feature a Commodore 64 game. Um, this week I've decided to feature Silent Service: The Submarine Simulation. Um, so basically, what you are a submarine, and you're supposed to sink enemy ships. I want to thank also Rain City Pinball for the recent follow. Thank you very much for slowly but surely getting up there in followers. I'm approaching 150, so looking forward to that. Going to Okay, so we're gonna go war patrols, torpedo gun practice. Boring. I always like war patrols. Okay, and by the way, I always select the USS Tang. I usually select one of the later ships from 1944 because it's more reliable. Okay, so now our job here is to select the Japanese Type J destroyer. And by the way, this is actually a form of copy protection. So in other words, if you pirated the game, um, if the game were pirated, what you don't have the manual. Won't have the manual and cannot answer the question because it's questions like this in the manual. It's like Ultima 6 with the compendium. Or Ultima 7 when I had to ask questions about the map. Fortunately, we've got the internet, and everything's readily available. So that's always a good thing. Okay. Okay. So let's look at my copy protection and see the Japanese J. Destroyer. Let's see, where is J? Okay, J. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so J looks to be number 4. Number 4. Good luck, Captain. Yay. Okay, so now I get to choose usually the skill level. Usually I'm debating between 2 and 3. I'm gonna go 2. Let's see. Now, what I can do, I can add realistic levels. So Okay, so that gives me an overall difficulty level of 4. And so what we're going to do is, so it says press F7 to continue. Load time 3 minutes, but it's not going to take that long. Okay, so now I'm ready to go. Okay, so how this works is when we patrol. Wow, why isn't it working? Okay, so this is where we are. So we're gonna probably most of our enemies are going to be probably close to the close to the coast here. So we're gonna mosey on up. Okay, so we're gonna go along the coast. Okay, we found someone. So now we have some enemy ships sighted. Okay, so there's different screens. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the periscope. Okay, there they are. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go faster because we want to catch up to them. Looks like there's 3. Now we can make the time. I'm turning up the time scale to 4, so that's going to make it go a little bit faster. Okay, so you hear the engines in the background. Okay, you see I've already caught the attention of the destroyer. So you see right now the destroyer is coming at me. Now the destroyer fired shots at me, so what I do is if I want to get out of the way, what I usually like to do is I'll just dive a little bit. Okay, I think we just have a single destroyer here. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Okay, so now what we do, now we're okay. Okay, so it's coming at us. Okay, coming at us. Okay. Okay. So sonar reports some distant explosions. Okay, so we sank it. So now what we're going to do, now we're going to go after the other ships. We're going to go after the other ships, the other ships that were accompanying it. And basically how it works is you actually get credit. You actually get credit for the ships, for any ships that you destroy. Okay, so the other 2 ships are over here. It's gonna hurry things up a little bit. Okay, they look to be cargo ships, very uninteresting, but still they're ooh. Okay. Okay, so let's see, because okay. Whoa. There's one that seems to be coming at, because see, the thing is, our speed is 20. And the fact that that's really coming after us, it's look almost like that cargo ship is actually trying to ram me. So I want to be a little careful. I'm going to back off a little bit. Okay, I'm going to start firing at it. Ooh. Now, usually when you hit a ship, usually what that does is that'll usually decrease its speed by 1. Now you notice here, however, you notice that the first shot cut its speed in half. That usually means that we'll call that's called a direct hit. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, see, I have two types of torpedoes. I have bow and I have aft torpedoes. So what I usually like to do is I usually like to get the ships down to like 1 knot. And then what I'll do is then I'll fire a rear torpedo. I'll fire a rear torpedo. In order to do that, I have to be, the ship was at 004, so I have to go to like, okay, that's good. And so what I'll do now is I'll move the periscope around. Okay. And right here it is. That's the target ship. Okay, so let's fire a torpedo. Yeah, and that's an aft torpedo that we fired, so really? Okay. Okay. So the ship's being sunk. Okay, so now we're going to okay. Okay, so now we're going to go after the other two ships. Okay, that one okay, this one's a little bit closer, so we're going to go after this one. Okay, so let's kick it into gear. Now, one thing was always curious about this game is why is like, so like, there's like full speed ahead is like 13 knots. I mean, is 14 knots. Why is it that the top speed is 20? That makes no sense. Full speed usually means the maximum speed. Now you see this one looks like it's also kind of coming at me. So I want to be careful here a little bit. I want to be a little bit careful. Okay, so I'm going to slow it down a little bit. Okay, let's start firing the guns. Okay. You see, I only slowed it down a little bit. I only slowed it down to 7. Okay, so we just had a temporary ad break. Right now, what I'm doing is you can actually pause the game by selecting W. So now we're going to do the same thing where we're going to set it up so that instead of a instead of a torpedo from the front, we're going to do a torpedo. We're going to do an aft torpedo, or a torpedo from the rear. And when I think of aft torpedoes, the way I know that it's the rear is because I think of ass. So, okay, so let's finish it off. Okay, aft torpedo fired. So let's sink this ship here. Okay. Hey, that sank it. Very nicely done. So now we got one more to go. One more to go. This one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get now bearing and heading. Heading is the direction that the ship is pointed. Heading is the direction that is the heading is the direction that the ship is moving. Bearing is the direction that we're looking through the periscope. So, for example, we could be looking, okay. Okay. So we're going full speed at it. Okay. So once we get to about 1,700 yards, that's when we're gonna start shooting. Okay. So we're gonna start using the det gun. Whoa. So let's slow it down. Okay, now one thing we're doing is you notice that it seems like the ship is slowly moving away from us. Okay. Okay. Come on. Okay. This is a little bit trickier. This one's oh, good. That we got a good solid hit on it. Okay, so it's down now, but even though it says it's 1 knot, the target range apparently only counts in 2s, and so so that's why I don't have to worry about that. So now we're going to turn around. We're going to finish off with a rear torpedo shot. Okay. Okay. Now you notice the profile that it's providing us is not the best, so this torpedo may miss. And it looks like it did. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch screens, and I'm going to see if we can eventually get it to the point. Now, on this screen, this actually tells you a lot. So this tells us that we have so if we're in the upper right, so we have 4 aft torpedoes. We have 3 that are loaded, and in the front we have 7 and 6 that are loaded. Okay, so let's go back and see if the ship has... Oh, okay, ooh. So it looks like it hasn't, so we're just going to... So we've got a sunset. Kind of, ooh, good. So now that the ship gives us a little bit more of a profile, let's see if we can't go and blast it. Okay, so it's going to do this to us again. So we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to go back to this. And, okay, we're going to keep on going back to this screen until... Well, I have an idea. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get closer to it. I'm going to get closer to it. And then I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to... It's not like it's going anywhere. Okay, and so now we're going to try another aft torpedo. Okay, so... Okay, good. At least the target's a little bigger, so let's at least try to see if we can't torpedo it out of the water. Okay. I have to take a brief break, but I'll be right back. Okay. Now, if you've noticed, the sky is kind of turned red. If we go to this, it's because our... Oh, no. The reason the sky is red is because if you look at our timer, it's like 19. That's the clock. So it's like 1900 hours. Remember, this is military time. Okay. Okay, so what do we do now? Okay, so what we do is whenever we end a mission, we hit F8, and it says press F7 to patrol. So now we're going to go back and... Oh, wow. We didn't even have to move for this one. Let's see. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So let's pull up the periscope and see what we got here. So far, nothing. Nothing yet, nothing yet. Okay, so now let's surface and let's find out what they are. Okay, so we're gonna boop up the time scale a little bit. Make it so what we've done is we're actually speeding. We're not speeding up the game. We're speeding up the time scale. Okay. Okay, let's see what ships we have here. I see 3, so I'm hoping that means that hopefully there's only 1 destroyer. Because whenever you have 2 destroyers, it gets complicated. Oh, I see 4, so hopefully it's 3 ships and a destroyer. Whoa, I think we have 6. Wow. Okay, I increased the time scale. Okay. Okay. Ooh, we got a tanker. Tankers are good because they're usually the heaviest. So now that I've got them inside, I'm going to drive up to them. I think over there that's a troop ship. Yep, that's a troop ship. I'm thinking that this one is I haven't seen a destroyer yet. Now, how do I know which one's the destroyer? The destroyers, the destroyers either go at 12 knots. Yeah, see, there's the destroyer. It looks like we just have 1. So I'm going to keep an eye on it. Yep, that's the destroyer. It doesn't realize we're here yet, okay? It's not... But see, once it realizes that we're here, it's going to start, it's going to... Oh, the destroyer knows we're here. See, when the destroyer speeds up to 26 knots, it means, hey, we found you. Okay. So we're going to dive down a little bit just to... Because, that's what we usually do when the destroyer shoots at us. Okay. Let's come back. What? Okay. Okay. Yay, enemy ship sunk. So now what we're going to do, now we're going to go for the other ships. Okay. Ooh. Looks like, okay, it looks like this one's the closest. Oh, that's the cargo ship. Okay. Okay, so we're still closing in on the cargo ship. So usually what I like to do, I like take these ships out one at a time. You know. Okay, so let's back our speed down. Okay. Okay, there was a good hit there. Good hit. Anytime your speed gets cut in half. Okay. So now we're going to stop, and now we're going to do our proverbial. Okay, good. It looks like those other ships are moving away from us. Yes, sometimes those ships will attempt to ram you. Usually the best thing that you do if you try to do that is just dive. Okay, so now we're going to finish it off with an aft torpedo. Okay. Okay. Okay, that was good enough. So now we're going to do, now we're going to, wrong way. Okay, so now we're gonna go after one of the other ships. Okay, so I think there was one, if I remember, that was pretty close. So yeah, I think it was that one. So we're gonna go after that one. Okay, it looks like it's moving away from us, so that's fine. So again, when it gets to about 1,700 yards, that's when we're going to start firing at it. Okay, we hit it. Okay, another hit. Ooh, that was a pretty solid hit. That one took it from 8 knots to 4 knots. Okay, we're going to do the same thing again. Gonna go about to 312. And then we're going to fire an aft torpedo. And see, the reason I do that is because here we're not under pressure. We're not under pressure. We don't have like destroyers coming at us. The ship is essentially disabled. So essentially we can just, it's kind of like, we can just kind of like pick it off. You know, it makes it very easy to pick off the ship. So that's what we want to do. Okay, so right here it is. Okay. Aft torpedo, good. Okay. That was enough to sink it, so we're now going to go back with the other ships. We're having some fun. Okay, let's fire up the engines. I think we've got 3 more to go. We either have 3 or 4 more to go. I think we have 3. Okay, let's see how they all... Oh, come on. One thing it does is this does occasionally go to that menu. Don't ask me why. Okay, so let's... Okay, let's go after this one. This one's closest. Whoa. Ooh. Okay. Sorry, I was a little... Whoa! Shnikes! We did that one, we didn't even have to finish it off with a torpedo. Snike, ooh. Okay. Wow, a second one we did not even have to finish off with a torpedo. This one's being tough as heck. Oh, good. Oh, darn, for a minute there, I thought it was sinking. Let's get a little bit closer. The ship is effectively immobilized. And again, we're going to finish it off with an aft torpedo. I'll be right back because right now we're in an ad break. I'm back. Sorry it took longer than expected. Sorry, but I'd also use the bathroom. Okay, so let's finish this. Okay. So we're sending an aft torpedo at them. Yep. Anyone left? Let's see if there's anyone left out there. Let's just do one more sweep to see if there's anyone left. Nope, I don't think so. Okay, so now we're gonna do, now we're gonna go, okay, so let's see what we've got here. Let's see what we've got in terms of materials. Okay, so we've got no damage. Okay, so we've already sunk 44,000 tons of ships. And the good news is we still have more than half our torpedoes remaining. So guess what we're going to do? Okay. So let's press F7 to patrol. Okay. Okay, finally we got see some ships. Okay, it looks like they're to the southeast of us, so let's get on our Okay. Okay, ooh, I only see two. So let's surface and let's speed it up and let's see what they are. Let's enhance the time scale. Oh, there's three of them. Hopefully there's only one destroyer. Whoa. Okay. Well, I see the destroyer, so it's only going to be a matter of time till the destroyer sees me. I think I see a cargo ship and a troop ship. Yeah, that's the destroyer. That's the one as soon as... I don't think the destroyer knows I'm here yet. Okay. Destroyer knows I'm there, so I'm gonna back off the engines. Destroyer's gonna turn around and eventually start coming at me. So we're gonna start to dive. Okay. Okay, let's hope that we've destroyed. Okay, nice. Now you see that we only have 2 more aft torpedoes. And that's all right. I don't mind. I mean, there's no rule that says we have to always use aft torpedoes, but I'd rather use them first. Then we can go to our other torpedoes. Okay, so let's crank it up. Let's kick this pig into high gear. And let's now look at our periscope. Okay. So I believe that's the cargo ship. And troop ship. Okay, so we're going after the troop ship first. Interestingly, the troop ship is really coming at me pretty fast. In fact, I think it's wanting to ram me. Okay. Okay. What the? Did you see that? That one ship tried to ram me. That one ship was like, okay, we're gonna ram this. We're gonna ram them. So the best way to do that, if you have a ramming attempt, is essentially just get out of dodge. And that's what I did. I said, okay, let's get out of dodge. Okay. Okay. So it looks like both of the ships are moving away from me. So I think it's now safe to surface. Probably about... Okay, so let's go after this ship here. See, this ship we've damaged. We've damaged the ship some, so we can and since it's moving away. Okay, so let's... Okay, good. Okay. Slowly but surely we're slowing it down. Okay, we got it down to 1 knot, so I'm actually going to approach a little bit closer. Get within maybe about 800 yards. Okay, so we're right where we want it to be, so let's turn, and then we're going to fire our aft torpedoes. Remember, we only have 2 of them. Oh, okay, oh yeah. Okay, so here we're going to knock it out with an aft torpedo. Okay. We only got 2 of them left. Okay, amazingly that did not sink it, so we're going to do it again. Okay. That took care of that, so now let's go after the other ship. Okay, so let's go back to normal time scale. Okay, so we're closing in, we're closing in, we're closing in. Ooh, that was a good solid hit. You notice it knocked its speed in half. Anytime you knock its speed in half, that means that's a good solid hit equivalent. Whoa, a second good solid hit. Okay. Now, let's look at our if you notice that we have you notice that we only have 19 more guns, 19 more deck gun bullets, but we do have 11 bow torpedoes. We have no more aft torpedoes. So that means that we can't what that essentially means is we don't have to do the turning around trick anymore. Okay, so let's go back to our... Okay, we're down to 36 days fuel, so we have to be a little careful. Okay. Ah, good. Okay, looks like they're to the northeast. So we're gonna... Let's break out the periscope. Ooh, night mission. Okay, so let's... There's 5 of them, so there's a possibility. Okay. We've upped the time scale. There's probably about 5 or 6 of them. Okay. Looks like a bunch of cargo ships. There's got to be a destroyer in there. So there it is. Yep, there's the destroyer. Okay, so what it's doing, so eventually it's going to know that we're out here. Eventually it's know that we're going to hear, and it's going to start coming at us. That's what I want. That's what I want. I want it to know that we're here and have it start coming at us. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm John Moody of Moody Mystery. I usually play a pretty set schedule. Mondays is RPG Mondays. I'm still playing Ultima 7. Still, Wednesdays is Mystery Wednesdays. Right now I'm actually using that to play Ultima 7. But eventually it may be replaced with something else. Fridays I always play on the Commodore 64. So Fridays is Commodore 64 days. The Ionite, well, no. Well, see, Ultima 7, see, the thing about Ultima 7, I've never played it. This is a first time playthrough for Ultima 7. What? You mean they have 2 destroyers? Great. Ugh. This is not going to be fun. Probably should at least give them a warning shot, let them know I'm here. Yep, now they're going to come at me. I'm going to slow it down. What? 3 destroyers? You know what? I have an idea. I have a great idea. There is no rule that says I have to engage. So what I'm going to do should remind you of the episode where Homer Simpson was a submarine captain. I don't remember that, but I would probably, it's probably one of those that I'm sure something really interesting happened. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hang out here. I'm just going to hang out here in the depths for a little bit. Now, if I'm lucky, maybe I'll be able to, and by the way, just to let you know, probably in about a minute or two, an ad break is coming up. So what I usually do with ad breaks is I usually use that as a time to refill my cup, just virgin cherry juice. Maybe take a bathroom break. Even though on ad breaks, even though I'm, you can still see me, but you usually cannot hear me. And so I use that as a chance for not only me to do something, but also for the viewers. You need to be like Englishman Sean Connery and pretend to be a Russian sub-captain. Well, I'm not sure if I necessarily want to do the Russian sub-captain thing right now. But it's... Although what I will do is I will say in Sean Connery's voice, come on, Trebek, don't be such a pansy." Okay, ad break. Okay. So our ad break is over. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to see if it'll let me, because what happens is if there are destroyers that are actively pursuing you, it will not let you continue. Let's see if it'll let me continue. Ah. Okay. Okay, so let's see. It looks about 80 degrees, so let's okay, so let's bebop on over to 80 degrees and see what we've got. Interesting, just one. And it's a destroyer, okay. I actually don't mind going against a solo destroyer. It would be not. It's found me. You notice that its speed went from 12 to 26 knots? That means that it's found me and it's now in pursuit. It's coming right at me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dive out of the way. Okay, I'm just going to wait for it to come. Come to Papa. Come to Papa. Okay. Okay, so let's get surface. We sunk an enemy ship. Yay! Okay, so let's get up, break out our periscope. Let's see if there's anything else out there. Let's see. Or if the destroyer was the only ship that we had to destroy. Okay, I don't see anything. Let's see. I don't see anything. Welcome in, everyone. This is Commodore 64. Silent Service Submarine Simulation. Okay, nope. So let's go for some more subs to let's go looking for some more. Okay, 33 days fuel. Okay, good. Okay, let's see what we got here. This time they're about west of us, 270. Okay, so let's bring up the periscope. We gotta mosey on over. Well, in the meantime, let's surface. We need to surface, get up. Is this another scenario where there's only one ship? That's interesting, but... Oh no, I think it's tough to tell. Yep, it's a single destroyer. So what we're going to do, we're going to head for, eventually it's going to see that we're here, and we're going to so let's keep an eye on it. Let's keep an eye on the destroyer. The High Night Monk, yeah, my ship from Ultima. Well, I have several ships. There's Ultima 2 had ships. I know. Well, pretty much most of them did. Well, yeah, most all of them did. Gonna kind of give it a. Okay, so here we go again. Okay. Yay, we sunk the enemy ship, so let's pop up on back out there, and let's see if we have anything. Let's see if there's anything else out there. See if there's any other ships out there. Okay, nothing, so we're going to go back on patrol. Okay, we have 32 days of fuel, so we have to kind of be okay. Have to be a little careful here. Okay. Okay, looks like a night patrol. Now the one thing at night is we cannot use our periscope. So in other words, unlike in the daytime when we keep our periscope to like we can dive up to like 45 feet. But at night you know even if you dive like 2 feet, you still cannot use you have to use the periscope. Okay, so here we go again, another single destroyer. This game loves throwing single destroyers at us. Interestingly, but hey, it's... I'd rather have a single destroyer than like 3 of them. Okay, so I'm letting it know that I'm there. Okay. Okay. Okay, so very nice. It told us that an enemy ship has been sunk, so we're going to we're gonna pop back up on the surface and see if there's anything else. Yeah, it is a very interesting sub, and yeah, it's just me. Well, no, let's assume that I have a crew working with me. A crew with me because, like, if something gets damaged, I'm. But let's just say I'm the one running it. Okay, so here we go. Let's do F8 again. Okay, 31 days. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Will we have another single? Will we have another single? Will we have another single ship destroyer? No, you got more this time. But let's hope like not last time. Remember one time we had like 3 destroyers or something. Let's hope we don't have some malarkey like that. But Ionite Monk, just so you know, speaking of Ultima 7, see, Ultima 7 is a very involved game. Okay, so it's not like, Fortunately, I think I only see one destroyer. If I just see one destroyer, that's actually not too bad. But it looks like the destroyer's hiding a little bit. I think the destroyer's hiding a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So destroyer's only going 12 knots, so it doesn't see me yet. It doesn't know that I'm out there. Oh, cool. Cool, because I know there's some that you can probably there's many of them. I'd probably say I don't know how far up it goes, but probably most of them up to about 8 or 9 are probably free. I know on mine I actually have the Ultima collection. Okay. So I'm now waiting for the destroyer to come to me. Okay, so now let's surface back up and let's go after those cargo ships. I don't know, I Knight. I know I use a program. I use a program to help play some of my older games called DOSBox. You know, I actually like it pretty good. So now where did those buggers go? Okay, so 4,000 yards. Okay. So let's go after a couple of these. Okay, now what gun deflection is because these ships are probably moving away from me. What I'm doing is I'm kind of accounting for that. Okay, come to Papa. Now remember, I only have only a limited number of gun shots. Okay, so I'm now starting to wear down wear it down. Oh, that was a good shot. Any time. Yeah, submarine. Yep. Good evening, Seattle Russ. Hey, Rain City Pinball. Thank you for. Whoa, we sunk him. That ship was sunk. Hey, Retro Game Guy, how you doing? Okay, got one more ship going down. Okay. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go after this ship. But what I'm probably, cool. Got some wings. Mild or spicy, or maybe like some other flavor, like lemon pepper teriyaki. And also bone-in or boneless. What I'm going to do is the reason I'm using torpedoes is because I'm trying to see. I don't have too many more shots with my deck gun. Okay. Okay, let's see if the torpedo will get it. Ah. Guess what? The ship is sinking. Bye, bye, bye. Okay, if I remember, I don't think we have anything else out here. Ah, from Wingstop, pretty cool. But I know you're both from Rain City Pinball. I just want to thank you both. Thank you for the follow from Rain City Pinball. Thank you very much. Okay, before we go, let's assess what we have here. Okay, so we have 3 torpedoes left, and we only have one shot with the deck gun. So I don't know how much more I'm not sure how much more we'll be able to kill. You know. But what we can do is we can hopefully we'll maybe get a couple more single destroyers, and that'll help out. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Okay. Ah, another night patrol. Okay. So let's speed up the game. Ah, I like a mix. Some pepper, some hot, some Hawaiian. Okay, so there's our destroyer. So it looks like we just got the one destroyer. And it looks like we've got 2 cargo ships. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get both of the cargo ships. Better back the time scale to normal. Probably in a few minutes an ad break is going to come up. What I do whenever there's an ad break, I usually just use that as a time to get something, you know. Feel free to use it as a time to use the bathroom. And the thing is, I really don't want to use my last shot here. Oh, really? Come on. I don't know. Occasionally the screen does that where maybe my F1 key is stuck or something. Really? Well, I hate to do it, but I'm going to have to. Okay, now it knows that I'm here, so it's gonna turn the destroyer around. It'll take a while for it to get turned around. Okay. Okay. Okay, so let's dive. Okay, so let's see if we. Yay! Sonar reports distant explosions. So that means we sank the destroyer. Now you notice all we have left is 2 torpedoes. I don't know if that's going to be enough to destroy one of the other ships, but we can at least try. We can at least okay. Oh. Okay. And y'all, I appreciate, the ad break is over. Honestly, I mean, one thing I did is when I looked in Twitch, when I looked at like, okay, about what to do about the ads, Twitch essentially said if you're going to be an affiliate, then you have to watch the ad, then you have to have ads. So I always like to say stick around. Yeah, I always say stick around for the ads, but there's no rule that says that you have to watch while the ads are in play. Come on, you remember when you watched TV and the commercials were on? Usually the commercial break meant to go to the fridge and get another beer. The only time we ever really watched the ads was like in the Super Bowl to see who could come up with some cool ads. And I hate to say it, last probably 4 or 5 years of the Super Bowl, the ads are kind of, can I say that nicely, kind of suck. This is probably going to be the last run. I mean, this is actually one whole game that we played. We actually played one whole game. So my goal here is to get yeah. Because I know a couple times, I'd go to occasionally like fraternity party, and it was fun because they would like, it's like, okay, it's like, see how are the beer ads? Okay. Okay, this is probably going to be it. This is probably going to be it because this is our last. Yay! Okay. So if you go to our screen, you see we're pretty much out of ammo. If you look in the upper right corner, zero aft torpedoes, zero bow torpedoes. So essentially we're done with this mission. We're now I do want to show you a few other things. Like one thing we didn't do is you can even give a view of the bridge. So this is a view of the bridge. We can see, as you can see. Let me see. And you can actually move the left rudder. There's the ship that we don't have any more ammo to destroy. And of course here, unfortunately, I don't really have any any way to point things out, but looks like it's 2,300 hours. We're not moving, so we're just right now we're just chilling. And there's our cargo ship. I still want to keep an eye on it because there's always a chance it could decide to ram us. But that being said, I'm wanting it to move away. Um, you know. Okay. And so it's slowly moving away. And you're wondering why I'm stalling a little bit. I'm just stalling a little bit because there may be I'd like to I'm trying to find someone to raid. Okay, probably what we should do, we should end our patrol, and we're gonna take it into port. We're gonna call it a victory. We're gonna take it into port, and we'll see how we did. And by the way, I am really giving some serious thought to attending Expo. Okay. So we destroyed 81,500 tons of ships. Difficulty level was Lieutenant. Reality levels were 5 out of 7, and so therefore our final rank is WGSC, which is World's Greatest Submarine Commander. Expo this year, I'm about 75% yes. And that's the one in Chicago. Now you see a few other Moody's on there, um but yeah, it's I think next time I play this I need to play it at a little more uh TPF is that I think is that trying to think what TPF is. Is that Texas Pinball Festival? Cool. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the disk and I'm going to save it because what this does is this saves the high scores. Okay. Thank you. I want to thank everyone for watching. I mean this was an incredible run. I mean, it's incredible that one of these games can take almost 2 hours. Um, and that being said, we didn't even really have a lot of issues. Sometimes you're spending like 20 minutes just waiting because you've got destroyers circling above you. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I already know who we're gonna raid. We are gonna raid Wild Dog Arcade. So stick around for the raid. Wild Dog Arcade. Wild Dog is playing. Oh my God, Zilla, go Godzilla. So let's raid him. And again, thank you, and come back Monday when I continue the episode 22 of Ultima 7, uh, which is um, which is essentially we're gonna give the contract not to cut down silver leaves to the Emps and see if they'll let us talk to the Wisps. Y'all have a great night, everyone.